so early. The plane doesn't leave for hours.
Contemplating our escape.
Not on one of those fishing boats.
Why not? It would make for an easier getaway.
Said the man to his wife shortly before the boat capsizes and she drowns.
Are we narrating a Netflix series here, or actually thinking about what we're going to do with our third act?
Oh, let's not rock the boat.
Well, it seems to me that these boats here are already rocking. Let's just climb aboard one and see where she takes us.
I've got a better idea. Let's get an early Uber to the airport for our return flight home. Go to the airport lounge, have a cocktail, and decide which outfits will best show off our tans at the office.
I can't go back to the office.
Well then, demand to work remote.
It's not just where I'll work. I can't do any office work anymore, so let's just go rogue. Let's find a skipper for one of these boats to take us to a nearby island and just vanish for a while.
Very romantic, honey. Why don't we say that for like a decade or so?
A decade? Between the pandemic variants and the climate disasters, who knows if we'll be alive in a decade?
Why all this doom and gloom after a week on vacation? We can wait till we're like 65 or 67 to retire like everybody else.
You told me how some of your teacher friends took early retirement. I think you should just quit.
What? I like my salary. So do you, as I remember.
Yeah, but you don't even like your job.
I do not like principal A's. But I like the kids. They give me purpose.
Well, you can teach anywhere, even here.
What do you mean even here?
I mean, we don't take the flight back to Hartford this afternoon. We don't go back. We rock the boat.
I don't mind.
You told me that I was bold when I talked about quitting before.
Yeah, that was bold. But one of us has to have 2 feet on the ground and think about things like medical insurance.
You think our medical plan sucks.
It does suck, but it's going to suck even more in the Dominican Republic. Can we even get medical coverage here? Anyway, I have invested 15 years into running my book club, and where am I going to find another Enrique?
Oh, really? So your reason for staying put is your Zumba instructor. Remember when I was always the stick in the mud?
Now it's me.
I hope I haven't trained you too well.
No, I'm just humoring you.
You mean this island, this lifestyle doesn't tempt you to be a little spontaneous and give the rest of it up and live more simply and sustainably?
I don't know, but just the stuff we have in our suitcase for 1 week?
Well, we can carry everything we have anywhere with our own 2 hands. I mean, look at this view. Even on a foggy morning, the sea is calling to us.
Yeah. It's not that there aren't places that don't tempt me, but I don't get why we'd be so irresponsible. What would the kids even think?
They have cool parents.
More like one of us, or we are both having a midlife crisis.
That sounds like something I would have said before COVID and the big awakening.
Oh, that's what we're calling it now, the big awakening.
You got a better name for it?
Yes. Cocoon.
Nice. Didn't we see that when we were like kids?
Yeah. Yeah, I just don't get how after 1 week you busted out of this Wall Street cocoon you've been in for years.
I had help.
Well, you're definitely out now.
Ready to flap my wings.
Are you my butterfly now?
I was thinking more like a moth. They live in cocoons too, right?
Just have to wait and see.
Now, while we're waiting, do you want to hear a joke about a moth?
Oh, joke. Okay.
Good. Man walks into an all-night medical clinic and he says to...
Oh, wait, like that one on Post Road? Remember we used to take the kids to?
This is my joke, so only I get to give the relevant details, please.
Okay, Stephen Colbert. Wannabe.
So, a man walks in and he says, I need to see a doctor. I think I might be a moth. And the nurse says, you're in the wrong place, fella. You need to see a psychiatrist. And the man says, well, I only came in because I saw a light on. Now, I know you think that's at least a little bit funny, eh?
Oh, yeah, not the least bit.
Now, it's a little funnier, though, on a Caribbean island. with a mojito in your hand and the sand between your toes, and after a week you already know the drill.
Okay, you have my attention.
She says to the beautiful butterfly.
I thought you were a moth.
Oh, never mind about that. You know, there are some islands here in the Caribbean that we can go explore.
Okay, so now you're a pirate instead of an investment banker.
Well, they both live off of other people's money.
Yeah. You know, I know you've been really unhappy at the office. Something's kind of different this week. What's going on?
Well, it's not just unhappy. It's actually killing me.
What do you mean it's killing you?
Well, every day I walk into work, dressed in a suit and tie, and of course a medium starched shirt, fresh from the dry cleaners. I look the part.
Yeah?
I even have a monogrammed attaché case full of printouts and due diligence reports and spreadsheets. But all that stuff's available on a computer somewhere, so I only carry it to bring a drugstore into the office. Excedrin, Tylenol, Pepsid, Pepto-Bismol, and increasingly my prescription drugs. You know, whether it's a subway ride or a shuttle flight, I simply won't leave home without them. And, you know, the deals may change from week to week, but the meds have become routine, and the routine has become routine, so that I know what I'm going to do for 10 to 12 hours every day. By 8 to 9 p.m., I finish up whatever I need to do, everything I set out to do. And it's this predictability, this efficiency, this certainty that is exactly what makes me very good at what I do. But it's also exactly what's killing me every day.
Well, honey, hey, I would never let that happen, okay? Here. How do you feel now?
Well, now, and for the past week, I can feel the warm, sometimes scorching sand beneath my feet, because you can run barefoot directly from our hotel room right into the ocean, and guess when the waves will hit? And occasionally I get knocked on my ass by the riptide, and I have to fight my way to the surface, and I lost my balance and my buoyancy, and swallowed some salt water, and the turbulence, and it occurs to me that this is all really good for me. I mean, despite all the warnings here about water and diarrhea and what not to eat and what not to drink, this is the first week in ages that I haven't taken a single pill to sleep, shit, or stop shitting for a change.
So, when we're not swimming in the ocean, or shitting in the toilet, what are we going to be doing on this island full of people that are constantly running away from hurricanes and crypto creeps and coup d'etats?
Well, we could do anything we want here. We could rent a one-room apartment, and you could get great at Spanish, and we could take bachata lessons. We can watch the sunset into the ocean every night.
Are you serious?
Well, you usually can tell when I'm joking. Does this sound like one of my jokes to you?
Jury's still out.
Well, you at least sleep on it.
Okay. Will you give me 24 hours without a joke so I can be the clear-headed one in the couple for a change?
24 hours? I'll give you 36. 36 hours without a joke, failed joke, attempted joke, pun. We can still watch Colbert, though, right?
Okay, maybe, but before I jump into this half-baked plan of yours, I have a few conditions of my own.
Like what?
Like, the kids can come stay whenever they want.
Done.
Okay? You will not translate any of your jokes into Spanish.
Comprende?
And you will not play any percussive instruments in public or private.
Drive a hard bargain, lady. Si, senora.
Stop. Okay. That's not the worst idea we've ever had.
Oui. I mean, si. No, technically, not a joke in Spanish, because it was in French. Stop it.
Okay. That checks a few boxes. be clear. I'm not going to retire. No. I could look around for some teaching jobs on the island. And you will...
Become a beautiful butterfly.
With my help.
Always.
Okay. Yeah. And I will...
You will teach me and some other worthy children how to flap our wings like butterflies.
Okay. Now you're getting somewhere.
Now we're getting somewhere.
Okay. Just say when.
When?